It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check, ready. 15 on it. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hit the 6. Pull it. High. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 36. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch out. Check. You go tight. You got tight right there.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready. Hey, hold on. Mark 47. He can't handle. He's not going to get me. Out. Check 43. Come on. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. Here we go.
Now on second and 13. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
SOS. Check 52. Off. 47's the mic. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Watch twist.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Sherrills. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check hot route. Hot. Big edge. Showing it. Check.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Brought in left side by Snead. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Check 99. Check 99. Boss. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Slam.
Now it's Ingram. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under crunch. That's it. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Danny.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts, 27 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yellow waiting. Check 48. Come on. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check three, check three. Shoot.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-0 our score after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Check three, check three, check three. Sponge. No.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22. Line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check, 47. Let's go, D. Let's go. Deuce. Switch. Army. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Army.
From the 24, Jackson flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 56, the mic, boy. 56. Check, 56. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 24. Kill. Echo.
Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a deep.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 38, Jackson flush to his right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the edge.
To throw again. Jackson dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Kill.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready? Young lady, young lady. 48
Breeze now. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run it again with Kamara. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Breeze now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups.
There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 25 yards that time.
when you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
At the 15-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
This is Ingram. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
26-yard line.
47, Mike, 47. Watch the run, watch the run. It's sock, baby, that's baby sock. Slam.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Kill. Switch. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. 47's the mic.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
At the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go.
Breeze going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
12. He's checking.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. That one goes for 30 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out, and they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. 47 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Out, 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 out. That's it.
Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Check 43. Check your hot read.
Jackson on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
He's coming. We got double up.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. This one complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Watch the screen. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the flood.
They'll try and throw for it for Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch twitch.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Eli Apple. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away. These final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A second. down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now in desperation, it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.